positive development. We never fixed anything, she said. On TV, Darrell Hammond was doing Bill Clinton on a Saturday Night Live rerun. I had muted it before calling, but left it on, the screen's flicker the only light inside the black tunnel in which I unexpectedly found myself. I stared in the TV's direction, but it was too far, 5 feet away, for my eyes to discern more than movement. In an email the next day, Meredith apologized for calling after drinking most of a bottle of wine. Her apology didn't extend to the content of her words, only how bluntly she had said them. "I will not," she elaborated days later, "be complicit in your lie." I wasn't sure which word hurt more, lie or the B word, embedded so thornily in the next line. Blindness, your blindness. I will not help you hide your blindness from the world. She had never used that word around me before. If she knew how deeply it wounded me, would she have avoided it, or moved it from quiver to bow years ago? It's better and worse than you might imagine. This is what I'd like to tell people who ask about my eyesight. What most people want to know is what I see when I look at them. And the short answer is this: I don't see what I look directly at. If I look up or to the side, I can see something, and this usually fends off further questions. This answer allows people to imagine, however erroneously, that my blind spots are smudges on the center of a mirror from which I can escape by looking elsewhere on the mirror. Lies of omission weren't ones I hastened to correct. Instead of a smudge, picture a kaleidoscope. Borderless shapes fall against each other, microscopic organisms, a time-lapsed photograph of a distant galaxy. Dull colors flicker and swirl, mustard yellow, pale green, magenta. That would drive me crazy, a friend once said when I described my blind spots for her. The most frequent compliment heard by people with a disability is, "I could never do what you do." But everyone knows how to adapt. When it's cold outside, we put on a coat. When it rains, we grab an umbrella. A road ends, so we turn left, turn right, turn around. We adapt because it's all we can do when we cannot change our situation. I can still see out of the corners of my eyes, but here's the thing about peripheral vision. The quality of what you see isn't the same as what you see head-on. Imagine a movie filmed with only extras, a meal cooked using nothing but herbs and a dash of salt, a sentence constructed only of metaphors. To see something in your peripheral vision with any acuity, it has to be quite large. On top of this, my periphery isn't unaffected by the blind spots. Looking directly into a mirror, I am not without a face. My kaleidoscopic clouds permit enough light to see pronounced contrasts, like my eyes, nostrils, the crease where my lips meet. Of the many mundane abilities my remaining sight permits me, I am especially grateful for the ability to feign eye contact, if not always as convincingly as I would prefer. The closer someone's face, and the better the lighting, the more easily I can keep track of the shadows between nose and forehead. A few inches from the mirror, I can gauge with some accuracy if all the coffee I have consumed has stained my teeth, style my hair, ponder the accuracy of a girl who told me when I was 20 that I kind of looked like Ben Affleck, which might or might not have compelled me to defend the actor's sometimes problematic career choices for the next 2 decades. When our emails finally reverted back to phone calls after our argument, I asked the only question that seemed to matter. Should I move to Nashville?